Hey YouTube. As you can see, today I am drawing an Equalist, but more specifically, a Equalist fighter and chi blocker. So, this guy was especially hard for me to draw, and I don't know why. I guess I didn't have enough practice in beforehand. I have ended up doing about 20 different sketches before deciding on this one. And I went in and colored it and finished it. So I think it turned out alright, and the background, as you'll see, is kind of half-assed, but lots of shadows and everything here, but what are you going to do? Anyway, let's get on to the background info for those of you who haven't scavenged across the Avatar wiki like I have. The Equalists were a non-bender organization that started off recruiting adepts who had either been oppressed, wronged, or otherwise had a strong hatred against benders, and eventually the Equalists became a formidable group in Republic City, causing quite a stir for some time. I don't really remember if it was ever explicitly stated if Amon actually founded the group, but he was obviously the leader for a few years before Korra made her appearance in Republic City. So the Equalists themselves had said that they wanted to strive for an equal society by eliminating all benders, not by death, but by eliminating their powers through the use of Amon, who could supposedly cleanse them of their impurity. And although Amon's plan was never fully explained or carried out, he had planned to replace the bending regime, so to speak, with a fair-minded Equalist government, and expand his government past the walls of Republic City somehow. Never really went into it. Anyway, within their organization, I can see that there's about 2 tiers of members so far. The most elite of the members are those like the one I'm drawing here in this video, a chi blocker, and the next I could see would be those trained in hand-to-hand combat or use weapons such as the electro-gloves or Kali sticks or smoke grenades and other devices, and they're not that proficient in chi blocking. The Equalists also typically employ upper-handed tactics such as ambushes, sleeper agents, hit and run, and even fear tactics like when they blew up the pro-bending arena. Now, let's get into the good stuff here. Now, some of you might be wondering are they going to appear in the second season, and I've pondered that as well. And I'm thinking, I've mentioned this in a previous video, my Season 2 speculations video with Korra and the Avatar State, but I'm going to say it again. I believe that the anti-bending revolution itself, it's pretty much, it'll be over by Season 2, which, keep in mind, is 6 months later. And I believe the former Equalists who have realized their wrongdoings, they're going to be admitted into the Republic City Police Force after, trials and whatever they do there, and maybe some of them serve time. But eventually, I'm thinking in the long run, they're going to be in a division all their own, and a section solely dedicated to chi blockers could be a strong possibility. Metal benders have their own section, so, why can't chi blockers get theirs? There could also be the possibility of non-benders using the electro-gloves or Kali sticks and joining the police division itself as well. And now you might be asking, why would any of the former Equalist supporters do such a thing? Well, I believe that they will realize that the only benders they truly had a hatred for were those that caused destruction and harm to society itself. And thus, these former supporters can team up with the police division and take down criminals, basically like the triads in gangs that are full of benders. They'll also take down non-benders, of course. But most importantly, they're going to take some hatred out on the benders that are evil. And some of you still might be asking, how would a chi blocker section be formed? Well, it's very likely a non-bender could take the place of Tarlok on the council, since he's dead now. Some of you might think he's not dead, or Mon's not dead. They're dead. Anyway, other council members might also be up for re-election and have to end their terms, their current terms. The council could very well be made up of entirely all non-benders by next season. It's a possibility. It depends on how long their terms are in office and how long they've had them. So, thus, if there was any non-benders on the council, I could definitely see them voting on a bill that allows a cheat blocker section to be created and to start enrollment within the time gap from the end of Season 1 to the beginning of Season 2. So that's pretty much where I'm at on what's going to happen to the Equalists. And if that doesn't happen, I guess they'll just meld back into society somehow. I'm not really sure. But this is all speculation, of course, and I really like the idea myself. So that's really all I can say, guys. If you like the video, feel free to like, favorite, comment, and or subscribe. I appreciate feedback, and more subs are always good. So I'll see you around for my next video.